A federal deadline is now in motion. The Epstein files must be released. With us now, Gloria Allred, longtime attorney for 27 of Epstein's victims. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for inviting me, Justin.
All right, let's begin with the people at the center of this, because Epstein's victims have waited years for this moment. How are the survivors that you're speaking to feeling right now?
Well, they're very happy that they won the political battle and were able to really pressure Congress to pass the bill despite the resistance of the administration. And both the House of Representatives and the United States Senate passed it and then went to the president. The president signed it. So that was a true victory. But really, the battle's just begun, because even though the United States Department of Justice, as a result of this new law, need to release the files, there are many, many exceptions to the release. So, for example, the president has said publicly that he would like to have the high-profile Democrats, I'm paraphrasing, but he said Democrats, and he named people like former President Bill Clinton and others. He would like them to be investigated. And the reason that matters is because then the Department of Justice can say, well, we can't release any files relating to him and Jeffrey Epstein because we're investigating. And the protocol is not to release files where there's an open investigation. Of course, I want to point out that President Clinton has denied doing anything inappropriate regarding Jeffrey Epstein, young girls, women, or anything else. But having said that, this is going to be really a giant loophole in this process, because he's also called for other Democrats to be investigated. Now, he didn't call for himself to be investigated, and so he wouldn't fall within that loophole. But of course, we know that the Attorney General is not like Attorney Generals in the past who tried to be neutral and not be acting in a way that they seem to be the private law firm of the president. And now with Pam Bondi, it appears that he's giving her direction to investigate, potentially prosecute certain people. So she may just do what the president orders. Having said that, we'll have to wait to see. There's some other exceptions as well. Of course, they are not allowed to publish the names of underage. They are not allowed to publish the names of underage girls who were victimized by Jeffrey Epstein. They are not allowed to release the videos, which are child pornography, and where some of the survivors, the victims who were underage, were being filmed without their consent and knowledge, and those videos are in the custody of law enforcement, so they can't release those.
Well, let's get to some of the questions. If I can ask you this, some of the questions now, some of the big questions are: who enabled Epstein, who benefited, and will justice ever fully arrive? So with the release of these files coming, what do Epstein's victims now need from lawmakers? They passed this. They say we're going to be getting these files within 30 days. What do the victims need now from Washington?
Justin, you're absolutely right. The key issue is, are they going to release the names of rich, powerful, famous men who may have assisted, enabled, supported, conspired with Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell in order to sex traffic children and or female adults, or exploit them or abuse them? And of course, it appeared to be indicated by the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, that he wanted the bill to be amended in the Senate to protect what he called innocent victims, meaning these rich, powerful men associated with Jeffrey Epstein. But the amendment never happened in the Senate. So we're going to have to see if those names come out, or if there's going to be some other excuse as to why those names cannot come out. But you're right. The survivors want truth. They want transparency. Justin, they know what happened to themselves. They don't know the big picture and who else may have been involved in this scheme.
So they're on the edge of their seats like a lot of us then.
I would say, they're hopeful. I'm very cautious because I know that they don't have much trust, and they can't have much trust in the justice system as it presently exists, because it has failed them so many times. So the real question is,
can I get to this?
Will it fail?
Excuse me.
Yeah, this time. Go ahead.
I want to get to this because there's a headline that's raising some eyebrows right now. Epstein's brother has publicly claimed that he got information from a source that says Republican names are being scrubbed from the files, and that there's a secret operation for this happening right now. Do your clients worry that this could become a very filtered release instead of the full truth? Like I know you said that they're cautious, but how worried are they right now?
Well, as they say, they experience, many of them, a lack of trust in the Justice Department because it failed them in 2008 when the head of the Justice Department at that time, or at least of the investigation in Florida that was federal, decided to enter into a sweetheart deal with the state so that Jeffrey Epstein got a light sentence and actually was able to even leave the jail during the day to go to his office, where he ended up sexually abusing girls there, and then returned to the jail at night. So that is truly a sweetheart deal. And then it failed him again in 2000, I guess it was 19, when Jeffrey Epstein was arrested, put in custody, and mysteriously died while he was in the Metropolitan Center in New York. And so, yes, Ms. Maxwell was, of course, convicted of sex trafficking, and also evidence was that she participated in the abuse of young girls. But now we have the Deputy Attorney General, Todd Blanche, interviewing her in custody, and there's a lot of talk about that she would like a pardon or commutation from the president, who she knows because he was at some of the parties where she was, that Jeffrey Epstein gave. And so, yes, anything could happen, and we just don't want them to be disappointed again. But the Justice Department may decide that politics is more important than justice. We'll have to wait and see.
All right, Gloria Allred, thank you. Please come back when we start to get these documents so you can help us break them down.
Anytime. Thank you for inviting me, Justin.